I'm going to take you to a place they call Jabal Maqla. Because everything you see there is what came out to me without me searching. So when I shouted to God to show it to me, but crying, what I said in my testimony video, this is what came out without me searching, without me putting YouTube, putting the TV on, it was there. Unlocking my phone, was there. I know nobody believes me, but believe me, if it wasn't true, I wouldn't be sitting here and putting my face on the line. That's for sure. Believe me on everything that I love. Now I'm going to show you a few stuff that I was showing you the last time in pictures here. Sorry. From here, all the way down. Remember, this is the mountain where Moses received the 10 Commandments, and all these, Ark of the Covenant was built, golden altar, the altar at the foot of the mountain, split rock, the cave of the prophet Elijah, and that menorah there, Elim Oasis and the 12 wells, the Red Sea crossing, and even Solomon put a pillar there saying that that was where they crossed. See, the Red Sea. And the pillar of fire. Yeah, infused sand. Or fused sand, in other words. So I'm going to show you a few video clips, okay? And the rest you can search yourself. I don't want to make the video very long, okay? The documentaries, there are very, very few from Ron White. It's the only one that doesn't come out in National Geographic, Discovery, History. Nobody believes him. See, he died already in 1999. His evidence of this was taken away from him. Now we have the evidence of other people that went, trying to find what they took away from him because he was waiting execution with his two sons. Strange, eh? So, Jabal Maqla. Actually, look. Jabal Maqla. I'm going to show you what it means. It means burnt mountain. Okay? Jabal Maqla. This one. Means burnt mountain. Now, geologist Dr. John Morris agrees that the darkened rocks in the Jabal al-Lawz range, including Jabal Maqla, are normal metamorphic rock. He says the rocks are typical for northwestern Saudi Arabia because there are multiple volcanoes. Volcanoes. So they think that is a volcano. All this is made up. Wow. Volcano. So it will only have the volcanic rocks there, yes? So volcano, the lava will come out. All the rocks underneath must be burned. So is it a volcano? We're going to have a look now. And just 7 kilometers, see like here, see? Many people say that it's Jabal al-Lawz and it's Jabal Maqla. Actually, Jabal al-Lawz is 7 kilometers just beside Jabal Maqla. And Jabal al-Lawz, this one, actually means, look, mountain, see? Here, of the almonds. Mountain of almonds. Because Lawz means almond in Arabic. See? Lawz. Lawz means almond. And Jabal, what you see here, the name Jabal or Jabal means mountain in Arabic. See? Mountain of the almond, mountain of the black peak, or burnt mountain. Jabal Maqla. What? Now, it's very, very interesting that this almond, Jabal al-Lawz, see? The mountain of almonds. Well, you know this? That's the menorah from the Jewish synagogue. It's what they have in the temple. See, God told, or Aaron, or Moses, I think it was. Here we have the verses. See? 3 cups made like almond blossoms in one branch, a bud and a flower, and 3 cups made like almond blossoms in the other branch, a bud and a flower. So for the 6 branches go out of the lampstand. See, this is why they're making the menorah. Made out of almond. Because you know the story. The 12 staffs that are ordered from each tribe of Israel, and the one that blossomed the next morning, he was the chosen one. And Aaron's staff was the one that blossomed into almonds and produced almonds. Wow. Made from almonds. we have an almond mountain, and the trees all around there are made of almonds. See what I mean? And then we have Jabal Maqla, the mountain of fire. So a fire came down, but they say it's a volcano. All right? So this is the volcano, okay? Just let me check that everything's okay. Yeah. So let's go and see this volcano. Just gonna show you a few parts from the altar at the foot of the mountain, golden calf altar, and the split rock. I'll make another video of the Red Sea crossing, but before that Red Sea crossing, I want to show you something about the Ark of the Covenant. Okay? Look.
Summit that today.
Is it a volcano?
I understand from their video, they said where the black begins, it's very distinct. It's a clear.
If it would have been a volcano, where's the lava flowing down? Snow mark. See, it ends here. Only ends there.
Change from normal rock to black, like it's a boundary, a very clear boundary. Did you found that too?
Yeah. I go to on the back side. I come to there, but this one, the like stone is melted. But some of them they arguing said, oh, this one volcanic stone.
Yeah, volcanic.
But volcanic stone, if you broke inside, also is black.
Yes.
But this one, only the outside is blackened. 20 to 30% from the top of the mountain is blackened. But it's go down is normal. Yeah, it's not like a volcanic stone. Right. Different, very big different volcanic stone.
Look.
Okay, we are at the line where the stone changes color between the black stone and the white, pink, whatever you want to call it, granite. And here's the blackened boulder.
Look at this now, okay?
And we're just looking at it, and if you pull off this piece,
look, it's white. It's white underneath, as the rest of the mountain. It's like something has come from above and burnt it, you know? This. Let me show you this. See, just look at the verse. Say it in Spanish. Todo el monte Sinai humeaba porque el Señor había descendido sobre él en fuego. See? Now in English, Mount Sinai was completely enveloped in smoke because the Lord had descended on it in fire. And the smoke rose like the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked violently. Eh? See what I mean? And you can see there, it's white underneath. Listen, you know the life and the world that we live in. Anything that you show people, they're gonna say, you know that we live in that time, you know. Look at that.
inside it's a different color. That's kind of pinkish, but the outside's black.
Now the amount of evidence around Mount...
You see, this is Google Earth. All the black peak. And all these. It's what the Bible says that they were doing around the mountain. See, the altar of Moses, the stream. Listen, all the evidence. It's not just that. As you can say, it's a volcano. What about all this? Like the altar at the foot of the mountain. Yes, let's go to that one first. So yeah, this is where Moses receives the 10 Commandments. And he places it inside the Ark of the Covenant. Look at this.
Could have happened. Another piece of strong evidence is that at the base of this mountain, an altar has been discovered. This would match what Scripture...
The altar made of uncut stones, not stones made by men, cut by men, you know, but of natural stones. See, told Moses in the morning to build an altar like that. And here we have it at the base, at the foot of the mountain, as the Bible says.
Scripture states in Exodus 24, 4 and 5, and Moses wrote down all the words of the Lord. Then he got up early in the morning and built an altar at the foot of the mountain with 12 memorial stones.
And there you can see the remnants of those pillars representing the 12 tribes of Israel. Why? When Ron Wyatt came there were still like built the 12 pillars, and now it's broken down. They've broken it down. See, they chiseled away the menorah. And the first photographic evidence to show to the world by Ron Wyatt was taken away from him. He was waiting execution with his 2 sons for 3 months in Saudi Arabia. His evidence to show to the world was taken away. That's why we didn't see this before. You know what I mean?
For the 12 tribes of Israel.
Look.
And he sent young men of the tribes of
pillars.
Israel, and they offered burnt offerings and sacrificed bulls as peace offerings to the Lord. Now at the very base of the
Come on. So I'll show you like parts of the main things that this mountain must have, you know? So you can go and check it yourself, or else I'll make the videos very long. I don't want everybody to see this. Share it. Listen. Look at this.
platform from where Moses could have easily spoken to the Israelites when the covenant was made. It provides a natural place from which to speak, and the staff might have been placed for all Israel to see.
Now, this is the altar where they put the golden calf. See? This is where they put the golden calf. Moses went up to the mountain 40 days. They thought he wasn't coming down or anything. So they came from Egypt. They knew the customs of Egypt, you know, the gods Egypt worshipped, Hathor, like that cow, you know. So they started to wonder if, you know, maybe we do one of those cows, you know, and worship it. Maybe they'll take us away from here, because they thought that Moses was losing his mind. See, Moses wasn't coming down.
In coming down from the mountain, the people assembled about Aaron and said to him, "Come, make us a god who will go before us. As for this Moses, the man who brought us up from the land of Egypt, we do not know what has become of him." Aaron said to them, "Tear off the gold rings which are on the ears of your wives, your sons, and your daughters, and bring them to me." Then all the people tore off the gold rings which were on their ears and brought them to Aaron. And he took this from their hand and fashioned it with a graving tool and
See what I
made
mean?
it into a golden calf, or a molten calf. And they said, "This is your God, O Israel."
Look.
God that looked very similar to the paintings on these
Hathor. Let me show you
away.
here.
Now, interestingly, this
Look.
golden calf was a representation of the Egyptian false god Hathor. It was one of Egypt's main gods. You can see images of this false god
Look at that.
look very similar.
How do they have that picture on the altar that they said that they did the golden calf in the location, in the mountain? You know, there's another picture of a person like worshipping this.
to
I'm going to show you now.
paintings
Look.
on
Look at that. That's a person worshipping this calf. And all these are other person, you know, with their hands like that. In the altar where they say it belonged there. And all fenced up. Because if they catch anybody there, they say that you're still looking for gold of that golden calf. See what I mean?
these rocks here. There are also many other inscriptions
Look at that.
on these rocks as well. Now, worship of this false god Hathor consisted of dancing, drums, and sexual promiscuity. And this is exactly what the Israelites were doing while Moses fenced and
See?
gated.
Look at this. That's the sign. And all fenced up. They even had snipers there. I think maybe they're opening it to the public. They know already that we know that it's there.
Like other archaeological sites at the base of this mountain by the Saudi government. However, over the past several years, the Saudi government has opened up these sites to tourists, and you can now go there easily and see these places for yourself.
But when Ron Wyatt was there, he was waiting execution. Now they know that the world knows it. No, they don't have another choice. No? We're going to kill everybody. But actually, they had it hidden there because they know if they would have fallen in the hands of the church, you know, it would have been used for idolatries. Imagine how many statues of the Virgin Mary would be standing there and everything that you see around us that is actually forbidden by God. You know the point of God is us making a relationship with us here, like he existed here beside you. That relationship here in this life. No, the things that religion teach you, you know. And then they say that you'll burn in hell.
Additionally, many
It's very very, very coincidental that hell is not mentioned anywhere in the Old Testament, nor Paul in any of his letters in the New Testament. It's a bit weird.
Artifacts and discoveries have been found in this area that give great evidence that this mountain is indeed
Oh.
the true.
Look,
Very
that's the
odd.
menorah. See?
Why? Around this menorah inscriptions, there is so many old letter was there. This old letter is very similar Hebrew letters, and call it maybe Talmudic. Talmudic, it means BC 13 to
See? Now
way
you can
shows
see
the outline of a menorah.
they've taken it
We
away.
also know that God gave to Moses while they
Know
were
what
at
I mean?
the base of Mount Sinai for about a year here.
Now, let me show you this. This is Titus in 70 AD in Jerusalem when he destroyed Jerusalem and took all the stuff, all the instruments of the temple. See the menorah there? See, the menorah was made in that mountain. It's like that. But you cannot see no Ark of the Covenant here. They thought that this wooden thing or whatever it is, this was the Ark of the Covenant. No, you can see it's not. Ark had 2 cherubims and listen, it's not here. Neither in the records of Nebuchadnezzar when he ransacked Jerusalem. That's why I want to make the next video about the Ark of the Covenant. I want to show you something. See? Now, wow. What's going on here? So there's proof that this menorah existed. Titus, since the son of Vespasian. And believe me, you're gonna be interested in the next video. Maybe you haven't heard the story about the Ark of the Covenant and all this that you see here.
After that, they don't found the oldest menorah up to today. But what I found, this menorah inscriptions is very old. Why?
See? He was thinking to himself, what is a Jewish menorah, a Jewish writing doing in an Arabian mountain, you know? It's the land of Midian in the Bible, Arabia. Paul says in the book of Galatians, mentions that the Mount of Sinai is in Arabia.
It talks
Look at
about
Elim.
has been found in
This Elim, obviously, 3,000 years later, it has more than 70 palm trees, but the 12 wells are still there to this date.
it supports the biblical text. To this day, there are many palm trees and exactly 12 wells here. This would have provided water and met all the needs of the Israelites. Here you can see this area with the palm trees and some of the wells. The Saudi locals in the area point out that this is Elim and has been known by this name as long as they can remember.
Yeah, it's always been called Elim to this day. Now, look at this.
Give us water that we may drink. And here is where Moses struck the rock, and water gushed out and came out from this rock. Now this rock that Moses struck,
not a rock
God
like that in
split
the
in
world.
two, is believed to have been found and is a perfect match with the biblical account.
See?
It is massive in size and sits upon a small hill.
Look at this. Look at the size. Look at this is a person here. Look at the size of it. Look at that. You can see by its color it's all smooth. It's been underwater. See? It's Horeb.
It's also located in a large valley where the Israelites could have camped and can be seen from a...
Listen, there's not a rock like that in the entire world. I've never seen nothing like this. Look at the picture. Look at this. See, would have been like that. Moses standing there. God said, I will stand before you the rock at Horeb, and you shall smite the rock. Water will come out of it.
from it. And you can see this rock and the water channels and grooves that were made when the water
Split
gushed
from
out
top
from
to
it.
bottom. Look at that.
Now God confirms this in Isaiah 28:21. It says, "They did not thirst when he led them through the deserts. He made the water flow out of the rock for them. He split the rock and the water gushed out." And this is exactly what we see here at this large,
There.
massive rock at Rephidim. And then it's
See, now you can go research yourself, check it out, and you will see there's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. Matches exactly everything from the scriptures. Before reaching here, we have the Red Sea crossing. Let me see if I can show you a picture here, because I'll leave this for another video. I don't want to make it long. But this is the Red Sea crossing. And there's where he dived and found coral that had the shape of chariot wheels. See? Chariot wheels. Look at this.
In that Red Sea area.
Egyptian
See?
chariots
Look at
were
that.
known to use metal hubs in the center of the wheels.
That is what you see.
Using metal detectors,
See?
divers
The coral needed to get hold on something so you can see the coral. See, the coral doesn't attach to anything. Must
have
attach
found
to
metal
something.
in the raised hubs that are now covered in coral.
So when you dive with metal, underwater metal,
I'm going to show you.
With
Few more.
coral around it.
See, look at that. Look at that coral. See, look at that. It's totally that. You see? Also, because they found a gold one. This one. See? Look.
This artifact was left behind at a depth of 200 feet. Since specialized equipment would be necessary,
It's not there anymore. I think or the government from Arabia or the Egyptian one has it.
Did the cameras, I don't think we even had
These are the sons of Wrong White. They were waiting execution when they found that mountain. They were smaller. They were smaller in that time. In the 70s, late 70s. So, wow. See, this beach, New Weber Beach. I'm gonna show you now in Google Earth. Please. Look at this. See. On Google Earth. This is Mount Maqla. See, Jabal Maqla. Jabal Lawz is there. Let me open this. Let me take you here. Look at this. This is the Red Sea crossing. See, if I open up, see, this Egypt here. Many people think that they crossed around there, the Red Sea couldn't be here. Yeah? And that mountain is here. Jabal Lawz and Jabal Maqla, the land of Midian, Arabia. See, said that he had them, Pharaoh had them entangled in the wilderness. The mountains had them caved in. They had nowhere to run. See? You can see it here. Caved in, entangled through the mountains. Look at that. Eh? Entangled all the way. The mountains had them caved in. See? To the right here. And this beach is huge. See? Moses to camp with everybody. They said that God had a pillar of fire at night, a pillar of cloud at day. Wow. Look at this. I'm going to show you this. Look at that. That's in the shore of that beach. Fused sand. They say that the only way to get the sand like that will be the fire at the end of a space shuttle when it's leaving the atmosphere. So is this evidence of that pillar of fire? Maybe this is the part where he actually stands there. Not for quite a while. That's why we have that part there fused like that. Because he was moving all the time. See? But when they're going to cross, maybe it stood there to separate them from the army. That's why we have all that part of the beach like that. Wow. What is going on here? So you have the Jabal Lawz and Maqla being the same. Lawz meaning almond. And look, this is where they make in the book of Exodus, see? And in the lampstand, 4 cups made like almond blossoms. See, they made it from that branch, from the almond. This is where they made the menorah. This. And everything you see there. See, the Ark of the Covenant was made there. The Ark of the Covenant was made there. This. The infamous Ark of the Covenant that my next video is going to be, because that Ark was made for that time that Jesus' blood was going to come out from his side. The earthquake, it went down, the Ark was there, waiting for him. So, and you can actually see where it says that Bezalel, the artisan, made it. You see the wing there, mark of the wing, when he hit it against the rock, just behind that mountain, where you see all this, split stone, it's all there, all there. It's not like the geologist says there is a volcano. It's not. See, it's not a volcano. It's not a volcano. It's the mountain of Moses. Wow. See? There is disagreement among proponents of the mountain being Mount Sinai over whether this appearance is evidence of the phenomenon described in Exodus, when God is said to have descended upon the mountain. The rocks at the top of the mountain are only black on the outside. I don't know what more evidence people are going to see. And this is what came out to me. He knew I was going to study all this. What's this? What's going on here? And for me, obviously, to show not the people of the world, who am I? Don't even know how to talk. But now I get it. I was meant to tell the people of my country. Ellos que me conocen a mí, que abren los ojos. Everybody in each country is happening the same. God is raising ambassadors to talk about this, to show his treasures. See, all this is what came out. And all fenced up. Why are they going to have this archaeological warning sign all fenced up if it's a volcano? See? So, just think. King Solomon raised 2 pillars that you go nowadays, and they are broken down of red granite. He had markings there saying about the Red Sea crossing. He marked it as the place of the Red Sea crossing. But, of course, they will tell you that he never existed either. King Solomon. Yep. What's going on? What are they really hiding? All the stories from the Bible. From that, I showed you to Noah's Ark. Every single one of them. Even the walls of Sodom and Gomorrah. See, in the walls of Pompeii, right? In the walls of Pompeii, they found written, like, it's you cannot see it now, but when they put like this special light, the people there were trying to warn the people of Pompeii that was going to be the next Sodom and Gomorrah. They found the word Sodom and Gomorrah in the walls of Pompeii, written. See, when Titus ransacked, when did Pompeii happen? 79 AD? Titus ransacked Jerusalem 70 AD, yes? Listen, he took everybody as slaves, Jewish people, everybody, Christians, all the way down there. Imagine what they used them for. See, there were even them like writings in the wall, like they were preaching that God was going to destroy that city. That city, you can find it now in Google. I don't want to put it here because I have explicit pictures. They used to do orgies and everything that has to do with sexual and this and worshipping idols and listen, wow. And they used to like use these people that they brought from Jerusalem, people that believed in Christ and as slaves, So God saw what was happening there. Think Mount Vesuvius, and that is a natural phenomenon. Yeah. You can see pictures of like porn in the walls. You won't see in normal Discovery Channel documentaries about Pompeii, but look deeper. They used to worship a man's penis, if you know what I mean. Like from the god Pan. There in Caesarea Philippi, where Christ told Peter, on this rock I shall build my church, and not even the gates of Hades shall prevail against it. The Pope will tell you that Christ told Peter that in Italy, in Rome, when Jesus never went there. See, it was in Caesarea Philippi. Think Philip was the son of the king before from the Jews. He gave this present like to Augustus Caesar. See? And that place was an orgy place, like Pompeii. They used to worship this goat-like figure with a huge, huge man piece. You know what I mean? And actually, God said that in the last days it shall be like those days of Sodom. It should be like the days of Noah. Noah was preparing an ark to save everybody. Noah was coming. Everybody laughed. It's a mentira. Come on. Yeah. They wanted to kill everybody who said this. They wanted to hit everybody. And then the flood came and took them all away. And God, with his hand, closed the door of the ark. Yeah, of course. I know. Noah's Ark never existed. Yeah. How come? Huh? It's exactly the same measurements, exactly the same locations. Yeah. Neither did Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, I said that in the book of Peter, that God will leave this as a reminder of what is coming to the ungodly. So if he's going to leave this as a reminder, means that the archaeological site must be found, so we know that it's actually true. The evil that was in there, we will never comprehend it. See? God rained them from the heavens. Yeah. There's an evil darkness in the world that we cannot see. We think it's a joke. And it's never a joke till it comes to you. And you see darkness by yourself. So, listen, check it yourself. Like I say always, I'm nothing. I'm not a prophet. I'm no pastor. I'm just sharing what happened to me because I really called on him and he really answered. So please check it out, because all of us, we need to change. If we are going in a direction, whatever it is that's not going well, we have to change it. You know, because it's going to be a judgment. You know, it's going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah for the whole world. You know, God from that ashes is going to create a new world and a new heaven. So God is not going to create a new earth para que pase lo mismo que este. You know, so he put Christ as a filter. ¿Sabe que todo el mundo que pase por Christ es una persona sana y buena y, you know? No, said that in the last days, in judgment day, many of you will come saying, didn't I say your name? Didn't I prophesy about you? I said, remove yourself from here. I do not know you. See, you have to build a relationship here. Say, whoever denies me here, I will deny you before my Father. Everybody thinks that, oh, this is not a merciful. How can you do whatever you want in your life? You know, the beating and everything Christ took upon you because he knows the power of darkness. He made everything clean in this world. Now everything is not clean, you know. So just look around you. You know, I'm saying the truth. Look at the news. Look at everything that's going on. You know, doctrines are putting in school now. Wasn't even heard of in the 90s in my time. What? But careful what you say. You might be a racist. You might be this. You might be that. This is the way we live. Come a time where people will not put up with sound doctrines. Rather, they will gather up a number of teachers. So what the itchy ears want to hear. Love you.